You are inside Brunch. Straight talking is one of the reasons I always enjoy having my guest here, Gerald Gordon, who these very difficult times is making clear to us that it is a societal problem with many subparts that we have to take into account. However, his association is very clear that there are rogue individuals in there. They are very clear that action must be taken. They are insisting, as a matter of fact, that these things be dealt with immediately. And I am really, really disturbed by the resistance that you received to what seems to be a clear case of you've got a cancer. What you've got to do is cut it out, and you cannot have prisoners leaving a chain of command, going on to somebody else, going into the course, back into the hands of that person, then back into your hands without us having these checks every time they enter. I am totally lost on that. One of the questions that's been raised, and it's a side point, but it's one that I must ask you as we close down this, is the question of training. You yourself said for a moment we need retraining. You were speaking in the context of more awareness with the new methods of dealing with prison protection. However, there are a lot of folks who speak to the question of the quality of prison officers that are coming in. Your association's view on that, please.
Yeah, we currently, and we continue to say this, a prison officer really is a special, a very special individual.
Yes.
And it's not the type of place we need to have more stringent analysis of people who say, listen, I would want to lend my service. Simply because when you look at where we currently work, that environment is a very hostile one. Mm-hmm. It is one that it really tests your mettle. And the training needs to, one, weed out from training those people who don't meet a preset standard. Mm-hmm. And also prepare those who make it through to really engage that environment in a positive way so that we meet our mandate on a daily basis, whatever, wherever they may find themselves working. So, and then we talk about constant retraining. You see, we have a lot going on behind prisons walls, but the level of training, the type of courses that are being taught, and I continue to say, if you place anybody, if I were to take you, you're a tall guy, put you in a room, and that the room is 6 by 6, and you'll have to pull down your head a bit, and I tell you, listen, you need to operate in that environment. There is no way. Look, I mean, this studio is beautiful. I mean, it's air conditioned, it's nice, the mics, computers, everything is good. And what we are saying is that on the backdrop of the training, we need to focus on the real environment in which we place these people to work. And the question is, does this environment encourage and promote the individual putting out their best? Because you come to work, the mic are working, and then the computer mouse, you might throw a tantrum, and then that is if you come Sunday after Sunday after Sunday after, what going on with these people? Why aren't they fixing the equipment? Why ain't they doing this? And so this is the situation that we place our in. So our training on one end needs to change. How we select people needs to change. How these people are trained and how we weed out. And it's not that they're just not good for us. They could work elsewhere. Not the fact that we didn't want them doesn't mean they're not good at all.
We have more exacting standards and they got to work to these. Yes, indeed.
And because of the environment and what is going to be required of you and the stance that you are going to be called upon each day to take.
The organization's voice is being heard on issues like this. Okay,
no.
I think I got an answer.
Yeah.
And Gerald Gordon, just before you leave, today is your birthday, as I said. You took the time to be here. Enjoy this birthday. Say, I know it is a temperate at best birthday because of all the things that is happening around us. This coming week, what can the general population of Trinidad and Tobago expect happening out of this from what you have at your hands right now, from what you've been told by those you were appealing to, which is to say your line minister, the prison commissioner, the government?
We are going to continue pressing forward. We are going to continue knocking on doors. We have on Monday that matter will be filed in the courts. I think we'll be having a press conference tomorrow concerning that. And every 2 days from now, because 2 is right now our favorite number.
Sadly.
We are going to be engaging the public and giving them constant status updates as to how the matter is being treated with or not being treated with.
We started at 11 o'clock for those who joined us very late. When my guest referred to, we'll be dealing with that matter in court. It is where the Prison Officers Association expected to take not expected, they are going to take the government to court over the inability to protect and assure the safety of officers while on or off duty. Gerald, thank you so much for taking the time to be with us this morning.
Thank you so much.
Truly appreciate it, man. Have a good day.